Welcome to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got a property for you. This morning, this one is in Cochise County, Arizona. It's 4 acres, and I'm asking $1,999. Basically, just a dollar shy of $2,000 bucks, $1,999. So it's got, it's a rectangle-shaped property. I believe it's 256 foot north to south and 660 foot east to west. That's rough numbers. It might be a little different than that if you got it actually surveyed, but that's what all the data I can find showing this thing as. So I'm pulling this up on RuralVacantLand.com, and we've got some pictures here. One of them I'd like to pull up, kind of shows an idea of where we're at. So this is a rendition over a satellite. There is this road here has a power line going down it, and then there's 4 properties this same shape above this that have already sold that have easements going along either side of it. So you got easements going up to this road through my old properties that create easements through them. So I know you got easements up to that road. So you'd have to do a driveway down the last little bit to get to the property, 1,000 foot or something. And then there's GPS coordinates. I'll put a link to this website in the description below this video, and you can go to the website and play with these GPS coordinates. If I open it in the computer, it gives me a map. We'll go to that in a sec. If I do it on the phone, it'll give me driving directions to go look at the property. This is saying the elevation is about 4,000 foot. For reference, Phoenix is 1,000 or 1,100 foot. This is southeastern Arizona, and so it's a little more south than Phoenix, but it's a higher elevation, so it doesn't get as baking hot in the summer, and it's just cooler in the summer. I mean, it still gets hot. I mean, it gets up into the 90s, but it doesn't really break 100 more than maybe a couple days a year, a week, or maybe 2 weeks of the year it might break 100. Usually it's in the 80s. It's a lot more temperate climate, and in the winter it stays, because it's so far south, it stays pretty mild as well. So it's a high desert. This is taxes have been 80 something a year. I'll pay the fees to get this into your name, and yeah, it's coming out of a company I'll sign off on called Deed Adventure. And so there's the basics on the property. It's 4 acres, $1,999. Let's look at the map where we're at on this thing. And if you remember that picture we were just looking at earlier, we'll see if this map will load here. It's not loading for me. There we go. It was in this area, and then there's easements going up to this road, and if we zoom in on this road, you can see the power lines going along this road. You know, pole. Might be hard to see on the camera or on the copy of it, but there's power lines going along the northern border of this property, and those go out to this road, North Brooks Road, and I think North Brooks Road has the street view. So it gets really close. You can see the power line there. I don't know if we can get all the way to the turnoff. I think I might have done this in the past. But you can see there's a cattle grate there. This looks like pretty old. Yeah, that turnoff was pretty hard to see from here. But there's a cattle grate there. You might have to knock some bushes out. This was June 2013 when this picture was taken. So I think you can drive across there and back and then down to the property. And this is what the countryside's looking like in the area in June 2013. I mean, it's pretty green bushes in June, and the rain doesn't usually come until July. So most of the rain happens late July, early August in this area. So for June, this would be like the driest time of the year. There's a ranch over here. I don't think that keeps going on the gravel. No, it stops where the pavement stops. So you're like, the turnoffs are right there at the end of the paved road. Turn off to the property. You can see maybe the grate was there. Maybe there was a gate there. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe that's the cattle gate there and running down this way. Looks like 2 different roads, huh? They kind of merge. So there's the idea. That's where the property's at. You might be able to access it from some of the other sides, but that looks like the most obvious access to me. And as we zoom out some, we got Douglas over here. There's a Walmart in Douglas. See how far away that is. It's not that far. I mean, for supplies, why this isn't working very well for me. I just wanted to add on. There we go. See if that comes up. Maybe the internet's running slow or something. In the meantime, while that's pulling up, I pulled up the website for Cochise County, Arizona. I think this is one of the benefits of moving to Cochise County, Arizona. Not only the weather and the cheap prices, but the simplicity of going to build something there. So if you want to build something on your own without getting into a whole bunch of governmental bureaucracy stuff to pull it off, this could be an easy place to do it. They've got an easy fee schedule on their website for doing permits. And if you click on that, I think it's section 5 if I remember right. So if we go down to section 5 of that, they've got something called Rural Residential Owner Builder. And they've got one for limited inspections with plan review option, and then another one for no inspection with no plan review option. So you can do, you can get a single family dwelling building permit for $157, have no inspections and no plan review. That makes it pretty easy. So if you got your plan, you got your idea, or you're going to have one tomorrow or something, you can go get the building permit before you even really have the plan, because they don't review the plan. Now another part of that, they've got a whole bunch of forms. They've got some of the permits are coming online, and you can get RV permit online, which is, I believe you can. Thought I saw it in here once upon a time. Temporary, here we go. Temporary RV in conjunction with principal permitted use or during construction of a principal permitted use. So you can fill out an application online to live in your RV while you're going to build a property. And they've got forms here to go build the property. And if you go under development services, they've got one called owner opt-out package. And so that's you, the owner of the land, owner builder, opting out of the inspections. And you fill this out. You put a little description of the property in there, and it's online fillable form. And I'm owner builder, and you say, I'm not a licensed contractor, unless you are, but you can click off I'm owner builder, and exemptions from licensing. I'm owner builder, and then after completion, you just go through these and answer some basic questions, click some buttons, and you can get your permit to go build your property. They want you to have a little plan, where you're building it. Just really basic stuff, like this many feet from the line, that many feet from the line, put a septic here, put a whatever, just the basics. Draw a little plan. They got an example of stuff to put on there. They've added on recently, since the last time I saw this, they've added on this if you're doing lighting and what kind of lights you're doing. They want to know about lights, but it's just really a couple pages of not a whole lot to get a building permit, where most other places are really in depth, all kinds of hoops you have to jump through to get a building permit. This is really easy. Okay, let's see if the Walmart came up. Yeah, so directions from the property to Walmart. This is going to here, but I think we go up to this road and over this road and down and around. It's the same idea. 7.9 miles to Walmart, so you're not very far away from supplies. Not that you get everything at Walmart, but there's a Walmart right there. Where there's a Walmart, there's other stuff like grocery stores and gas stations and auto parts and lots of other things to satisfy your needs for life. Let's go back to the property. So that's a really easy to build on 4 acres in Cochise County, Arizona for $1,999, and I'm I'll put a link down below for somebody that wants to go take a tour. You can click on it, take the tour, and go check it out. Make sure it's what you want. That's what you want to go for. And you can check out online, buy the property, go make it happen, go work on your homestead. And just easy, cheap land, brought to you by RuralVacantLand.com. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll keep bringing up more properties like this over time. And talk to you soon.